Okay, so the Instagram live discussion that the rapper Nicki Minaj had with the infamous relationship advice YouTuber Kevin Samuels was a masterclass of how to promote your brand. In front of over 64,000 people, Kevin Samuels was able to convey what type of content he puts out on his platform. Kevin Samuels managed to ask questions as well as make observations of Nicki Minaj that he would ask people who would appear on his channel, such as dress size, self rating, attractiveness, self rating of attractiveness, as well as his own personal rating. All of which helps new individuals watching the live get a grasp of what content that he produces on his YouTube channel. Also, with all eyes on Kevin Samuels, the Instagram Live helped increase his social standing. For instance, if you check on Social Blade for Kevin Samuels' YouTube analytics, after the conversation on February 2nd, his following increased over 10,000 to 1.32 million subscribers, gained over 1.6 million daily views on his channel, and over 6,300 followers on Instagram, which in other words put Kevin Samuel in a position on which he can move onto bigger platforms and network with higher profile individuals. While critics may argue that Kevin Samuels did not go in on Nicki Minaj in contrast to a non-celebrity woman, those that know the game will see that this is a those that know the game will see this as a game of chess. Kevin Samuels could not have approached Nicki in the same way in which many of his fanmates would have liked. Kevin is wise enough to know that this method would have not been in his best interest. Nicki Minaj is one of the biggest celebrities on the planet and has over 170 million followers on Instagram alone. She also has one of the most toxic fan bases on the planet and will attack like a swarm of angry bees if they feel like their idol is attacked. Toxic stands have been known to try to dox people, make personal threats, and instigate beefs that lead to negative conclusions. So it would have been best not to rattle the cage. Plus, with her high social standing in the entertainment industry, if he was to disrespect her, he could have been blackballed if he wanted to cross over. Also, he requested to go on her live on her platform, which reinforces the idea that he needs to be on his best behavior. Which is why I believe in the long run, the best way for Kevin Samuels to engage was in the manner he did with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj also knew the best way to engage with Kevin Samuels. She retained a calm manner which helped set the mood and was responsive to his questions. She was able to give off a sense of modesty by giving herself a 7 instead of a 10, which helps convey to the audience that she is not egotistical, all while most likely mentally believing that her rating of herself is higher than she would admit, as evidenced by her statements in her music and general about her person. Nicki knows that she is perceived as a high value woman that can get any type of man that she wants. She is not like the average woman that she's not like the average woman that comes onto Kevin Samuels' show that demands a high value man. She, however, has the attitude and sass that would repel a certain type of man. A good example of this would be when Nicki Minaj made this statement, quote, "Black women, can we stop talking about if these successful black men want us or not? Can we focus on us and we be successful and then we go out there and we decide who the fuck we want?" I feel like I've been seeing men use that as an opportunity because they've been hurt and somebody did something to them. They have been using that as a way to come out and lash out and poke fun of black women and use it as a way to feel like they're somebody or something. Fuck all you niggas who doing that on TikTok or whatever the fuck y'all at. Eat a dick. Go away. Nobody gives a shit about you, and I want black women to stop fucking posting whether y'all want black women or not. I want black women just to focus on themselves, be successful, and then you go out there and decide the trajectory of your life. Okay, so clearly Nicki Minaj took the opportunity to shade Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels did not check Nicki Minaj's statement on her statement, and some people were mad that he didn't. He knew that he could have addressed the statement like he would have others. However, as I stated before, due to her status, he knew what the smart decision was and remained calm. I, however, want to address her statement by saying that at the end of the day, the majority of high earning women still want men that match or exceed their earnings and will not settle for less. Unfortunately for these women, these men are rare and are picky about their choices. These type of men are high value and more concerned with the attractiveness and behavior of their partners instead of their educational level or financial earnings. Most women will not reach this level of success with Nicki Minaj, where they're able to pick and choose these type of men. And black women who are very vocal about wanting these type of high value men, regardless of their own image and lifestyle, get upset when these men date out. But the reason why why a lot of these high value men do this, is because they see how these women treat men who are perceived of lower class, whom they perceive are lower class, while emulating the female celebrities with their feminist, misandrist, and hypergamous attitudes, and avoid them at all costs. Which is why I believe this woman should not be taking advice from Nicki Minaj. Nicki is a millionaire, so she doesn't need a man to change her life for the better. So she's able to make these statements. However, most women are not, nor will be able to attain the same level of wealth as Nicki Minaj. So they have to seek a high value man in order to get this lifestyle. Also, it's crazy that to think that they would take advice from Nicki Minaj, considering the fact that she had plenty of eligible bachelors at her hand. But instead, she chose a man that is a convicted sex offender. At the end of the day, this is still a win for Kevin Samuels, as it allowed him to expose himself to thousands of new potential followers and allowed him to network with individuals to push his brand even further. Kevin was able Kevin was even seen recently be on a music video set for the rapper Future's song Worst Behavior, which goes to show you that Kevin Samuels is always playing chess.